Probably tell you a little something now.
Mr. Big Dreams, no tolerance. Cut you at the house and have a holler since. Get bored quickly. He stayed grown, so the Patron had to get poured quickly. Ex-girl stripping, I can't stop her. New girl tripping, but I can't drop her. Cause I need something to balance out the fact that it's hard to find a woman when you talented and black.
Welcome to my show. My name is Keisha Harrison. Keisha Gay is what they call me. That's my real name, though. Thanks for pressing play. I appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you listening. You don't have to. You got a lot of shit going on in your life. I understand. Especially right now during the Christmas season. You Christmas shopping, getting your family, your kids stuff. I appreciate it. This one is about entitlement issues that we all have and we all possess at times where we're not as grateful as we should be. We think the world owes us something. So I'm going to tell you about some things that I've been through that has changed who I am as a person. I grew up in Brooklyn. I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in Brooklyn and then went to Far Rockaway, Queens, and then went to LA. Let me tell you about my story. When I was in the 80s, in the 80s, I'm not sure if I told this story, but I'm still going to give you a glimpse of everything to get to my point. In the 80s, and I remember everything for some reason, something wrong with me. When I was 8, in the 80s, I remember I had this 50 cent. You know, when 50 cent was one thing, a coin that was a 50 cent. I had a 50 cent coin, or was it $1? It was one of them, but it was rare. You know, it's not something that is common. A 50 cent coin or a dollar coin. It was one of them. I had I lived in Brooklyn, and there was this girl named Keisha, same name as mine. That's probably why, I was intrigued by her. When you're 8, somebody has the same name as you, you just think that, oh my gosh, but you don't know that your name is common. I didn't know Keisha was common. But Keisha, I looked up to her. I don't know what the why, but she was an older chick. She's probably, I'm gonna say, probably her high teens, young 20s. She was young, she's pretty, everything. And for some reason, I showed her my coin, and then she asked me to borrow it. And then she never gave it back. Right? And because she never gave it back, it made me change my the way I look at her. But later on, I understood that she had a drug habit because crack was big in the 80s, and that's when I noticed that things happened to decline for Keisha. I saw how different she started to look and so on and so forth. When I was approximately 13, forget that. When I was 11, I was in Brooklyn, Avenue B in Remsen. Me and my cousins was walking down the street. I had a gold chain. My mom likes gold. We're Jamaicans, so Jamaicans have this thing for gold. Just to let you know, the kings and queens of Africa, they did have gold. So that's the reason why most of us still wear gold, because we derive from that. A lot of people don't understand it. Just look it up. So I had a gold chain on at 11, walking down the street with my cousins. Guess what? My gold chain got snatched. That happened. I had a lot of impactful situations. I'm talking about items right now, though, for a reason. Right? Why I'm talking about items for a reason. When I was 13, I got robbed over greed. I was in downtown Brooklyn, went school shopping. My mom gave me money to go school shopping. That's what, she did. And she trusted me to go from, at that time I lived in Queens, Far Rockaway, Queens. She trusted me to go from Queens to Brooklyn, because I've done it several times. I'm a young person, and I traveled from one borough to the other. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? I was very independent. And I got robbed when I went school shopping. I took my little brother with me. He's 6 years old, younger than me sometimes, and then 7 years, depending on my birthday. So at that time, I think he was still 7 years younger than me. So he was like 6 or 7, something like that. And I got robbed, and it was my fault. I got robbed because of greed. Greed got me to my robbery. When that happened, I look back on it, I was like, damn, that was some fucked up ass shit. But it was greed that made me do that. Mom gave me some money for some Jordans. and they basically tricked me. And I would think in my head, damn, I can get those Jordans because I wanted both Jordans at the same time. It was two different colors that came out at that time. And she gave me money for one pair of Jordans, but I'm like, I want to stunt on my first week of school. Like, pal, I got these. Then next day I come to school, bam, I got these too. Because we heavily in Jordans at that time too, as it is right now. And I got my mom's ring stolen. I got a bracelet stolen. I got a chain stolen. I got all those things stolen, trying to double up because of greed. And at 13 years old, you don't know much about greed. You don't know much about what was going on. But basically, dude got me. I got. And I went home, told my mom, and that's funny because my aunt said that same thing happened to her when she first came to this country. My mom said they tried to do me, but that didn't get done. But they got me at 13. Boom. At 14, I was stabbed, and then I was sent to live in L.A. with my father, which I never spent any time with prior to that. So, entitlement. I decided that I can't feel entitled about anything. Let me tell you more stuff. When I moved to L.A., Los Angeles County, I was unhappy. I cried every day for 2 years. 2 years straight because I wanted to be with my family, the family that I am accustomed to, the family that I knew. As an adult, my mom made the wise decision because the first time I got in trouble was when I was 12. Trouble mean police was involved. And I don't know what would have happened if I would have stayed in Ocean Village in Far Rockaway, Queens. Anything would have happened. But entitlement issues. A lot of us go through this world thinking that somebody owes you shit. I thought that too. Many things has occurred in my life to tell me that ain't nobody owe me a motherfucking thing. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nobody owes me anything. I've been through things. Guess what? Everybody's been through something. I'm here for a purpose. So it's up to me to live in my purpose, live out my purpose, be what I'm supposed to be. You sit home feeling sorry for yourself. That's cool. Where's that going to lead you? How far? How far do you get for staying mediocre and sitting down there feeling sorry for yourself based on the decisions that you have made? Now, if I think the way that I thought at 13, yes, I will feel sorry for myself. But guess what? That means that I had no growth and I wasted a decade or two of my life pondering on what I could have changed. Guess what? It's already done. I still don't remember what happened last night. The decisions I made last night, it doesn't matter to me today. It doesn't matter to me today because I can't make any difference of what happened last night. I can just be the better me that I am today and progress from last night. I can ponder and say, damn, I could have made this decision, but guess what? The next decision is going to be my best decision. You feel me? So you have to do that. You have to think about things and say, okay, well, it could be like this. I can do better. I can do better. I can be better. I can be better. But for you to sit here and feel sorry for yourself because life did not live out the way that you plan or read out the way that you plan doesn't mean that you give up on life. That promotion that you wanted, the promotion that I wanted, because I wanted to be promoted, wasn't given to me. Feel sorry for myself for a minute, too. But guess what? I thought to myself, probably I wasn't ready. Because I'm a firm believer of God. No matter what you hear me say or talk about or how many times I curse, I have a relationship with God. I know people don't understand it, don't believe it, but I do. But I do. Let me tell you how I know I do. A year ago, I bought my house. Me. Saved my money. Everything. I bought my house with my money. When I bought my house, I had a situation that happened, a judgment against me for something I was not responsible for. I left an apartment where I was pushed out of by the landlord, but through Los Angeles County, she wasn't supposed to do it the way that she did because the things went bad, and then she filed a judgment against me. I wasn't at the the residence that she sent the judgment to. So obviously, if I'm not there to get it, that means that I can't see it. And guess what? It falls into the court, blah, blah, blah. I end up owing this woman money. Okay? I end up owing this woman money. Money that I don't even owe her. $2,700. I had to give her to take this judgment off so I can get this house. That was what I needed to do to get this house that I wanted. Not this particular house, the house that I wanted prior to this house that I got now. Okay? So I had to pay somebody money that I didn't owe them. Ask me how the fuck I felt about that. Explain to me how I feel. Because you could probably hear the anger in my voice right now because she never knocked on my door. Her name is Sharon Thompson. Sharon Thompson. She haven't knocked on my door to say, hey, Keisha, you didn't owe me this. Take that $2,700 back. Guess what? She would never do that. You know why? Because for some reason, she needed it more than I did. Now, I fought with myself several times. I try to tell him, no, I did not owe her this money, blah, blah, blah. I try to do everything in this world possible to do that. I got up early in the morning from Las Vegas, drove to LA to go to these courts to fight these things, come back because I did have a job. Been at the same job for 8 years. I did all of that. And I gave this woman $2,700 of my money. Now, the thing about it is I have that money in my bank account because I'm not a frivolous spender. I keep money. I keep money to the point that I'm not at that point I was saving. So I had some savings. I was saving to buy a house. I took that out of that money. $2,700. Gave this woman this money with nothing in return. But guess what? I had to believe in God. I had to believe it was the right thing to do. I tried different options. Probably if I kept on going, I probably would have found a loophole somewhere along the lines. I didn't. But I said, okay, well, Keisha, well, you got the money in your account, so why not give it to her? I had to ask myself that. I didn't want to. I said, well, you have to do something. You know, I had to talk to myself. You have to do something if you really want to buy a house. The sacrifices that I put myself through. Now, again, I keep on telling myself, Keisha, you got the money. You have to do something. What are you going to do? I mean, you can fight it all you want, blah, blah, blah. At first, she was going to sign it without the money. But when she found out that she was going to get free money, she went after it. In this time of my life, how do I say it? At this time of my life, I let money go as I can. I try not to be selfish with it, you know, because it can come and go. As it always does. You're going to have some, you're going to lose some. So I don't praise it. Of course, I need it for me to pay for my bills, but I need my faith even more. So I work it out with God first. I don't feel entitled. I mean, at this time in life, I gave it to God because, of course, I believe that she shouldn't have gotten this money. But if it was meant for me to keep, I would have kept it. If it was meant for me to keep, it would have came back to me. It was probably not something that I was supposed to go through. I was just part of the plan. It's something that she probably had to go through because of what she does in life. I just had to be the part of whatever that she had to go through. Unfortunately, I lost. Sometimes you have to lose to win. I lost, and now eventually I got the house that God destined me to have. This is the one that I got, and this is the one He wanted me to have. I've applied for many houses, and this is the one He gave me. What I'm saying is, I can't walk around feeling sorry for myself because I had to work this hard to get what I needed to get. See, yes, sometimes I want things to be smoother and easier, but that's not what I'm built for. I'm built to go through shit like this. I'm built to go through these things to make me stronger and stronger and better and better. It was tough. believe me, God, it was tough. It was hard.